Assalamualaikum. Okay, Assalamualaikum Raya semua. Okay, by the way, my name is Muhammad Haikal Azizi bin Masal. Okay, today I want to define and then give what is the confined space. Okay, my title is confined space and then definition of the confined space. Okay, confined space is the place that must be subtly enclosed or fully closed. Okay, there must be a risk. Okay, at least one of the two hazards above occurring within the space. Okay. Thirdly, the risk of serious injury may be happen if you don't have a proper PPE, proper prevention and proper what call awareness to do a work at the confined space. Okay, the potentially injured must be serious and be such as to require emergency action to rescue the person involved. Okay, for example, a confined space in ship is many confined space like a tank, most of the clip are confined space because they was enclosed or fully enclosed or partly enclosed. Okay, by the way, they all for me. Okay, thank you and assalamualaikum.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Iqbal Fikri. So today I will present about the employee's responsibility. So under the law, the employer have to responsible on the health and the safety about their employees. So there are a few responsibility that the employer have to do in the workplace. So this means the employer have to make sure the workers and the other are protected from any that may cause harm and effectively controlling any risk in injury or health that could arise in the workplace. So, for example, if they are working in the uh, shipyard, they have to make sure that the workers have fully used the equipment like the PPE and standard of procedure. So the employers must consult the employees on health and safety issue. Next, the employee have to have some rules in the workplace also. I think that's all for the employee's responsibility. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning to everyone. My name is Muhammad Kirizin bin Arinin and I will be presenting about confined space, specifically to the entry program. So basically, if you want to enter confined space, you need to have entry program. So basically, entry program is where the employer shall formulate a confined space entry program if his employees required to enter and work in confined space. The confined space entry program shall include at least the following elements, which are: first, hazard identification, risk assessment, risk control, standby person, monitoring of multiple confined space, permit system, employees training, signposting, external hazard protection, identification of the duties, information to the contractor, coordination of entry operation involving employees of more than one contractor working simultaneously inside a confined space, means of communication, equipment, and conclusion of entry. Next, I will is the emergency procedure, where employer and employees need to understand and need to be alert on what are the necessary emergency procedure that need to be done, such as alarm, emergency action, evacuation, rescue and first aid, rescue procedure and communication. So that's all about the entry program for confined space. That's all for today. I will take my leave. Thank you.
Okay, so for general requirement of confined space, so confined space is any enclosed structure. So any enclosed structure can be identified as confined space. So if there's a confined space at the workplace also, so the employer need to determine if the facility has any confined space, and if so, it need to be developed and maintain a record of the all of the confined space. Then, if a place of work has a confined space, the employer shall inform the employees and any person by posting a danger sign or other equally effective means of the existence of the location of the confined space and the danger posed by them, especially when there's being work is executed. So if the employer decide that his employee have to enter the confined space, the employer needs to develop and implement a confined space entry program. So this program will tell will shall be documented and be made available to all of the employees. If the employer decides that his employee shall not enter the confined space, the employer shall take effective measure to prevent his employee and other person from entering the confined space. For the rescue and emergency services, there are several requirements need to apply to employers that have employees to enter the confined space to perform rescue services. So the first of all, the employer shall ensure each member of the rescue services is provided and is trained to use properly PPE equipment and rescue equipment necessary for confined spaces. So the emergency rescue service team shall attend the course on rescue and emergency services conducted and be certified by Malaysian Fire Rescue Department, which is we call Bomber. Second, each member of the rescue service shall be trained to perform the assigned rescue duties. The third is each member of the rescue service shall practice confined space rescues at least once in every 12 months. So by means that it can be simulated rescue operation which they can remove dummies or mannequins, or it can be actual person from the actual confined space or representative confined spaces. So the last one is each member of the rescue service shall be trained in basic first aid and in cardiopulmonary resuscitation. In other words, is CPR. Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and my name is Fakru Aiman bin Churaimi. Today I would like to present about a permit system. Okay, permit system is to ensure the safety of the individual entering the confined space. The permit system has been devised. Usually, a company or multi-capitally we have their own format for the permit. OSHA has provided the guideline what we need to do when enter the permit. Okay, the permit space to be enter. First one. Second is the purpose of the entry. Okay, third one is the date and the authorized duration of the enter permit. The authorized iteration with the permit space with name. Okay, and secondly, the personnel by name serving as attendant, or the individual by the name serving as enter by a supervisor. Okay, then the hazard of the permit space to be entered need the measure used to isolate the permit space and to be eliminate or control the permit space hazard before enter. When the after can acceptable the enter condition, we need to take the result of inter and problematic test performed with the of the intention of the test, and when the tests were performed, uh, the rescue and emergency service that can be summoned. Okay, then have equipment such as a PPE, helmet, uh, glass, and vest. You need to wear the equipment PPE when enter the what's called enter the space condition. Okay. Permit are not required for any rescue, like the bomber want to rescue the worker inside the Confine Space. Okay, that's all for the permit system. Okay, for the permit to work a procedure is a mean of achieve efficient control of a system of work through the formal written documentary as known as a permit to work form. In this permit to work form, I have been given the example.